Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Dallas Cowboys. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And they get him dead, but not before he takes it.
What's up, gang?
It's a gain of 11.
Hey, you can't stop outside the pocket. When you roll down with your quarterback, you can go on the run with your quarterback, or throw the ball away. Yeah, and it's play action when it's good. The quarterback gonna stop outside the pocket. But if you want to run with him, throwing the run, after he take it to the running back, click out and take control of it. And then I'm gonna send you the rules, a community chat. I'm gonna send you an invite to the community chat while I haven't used that. I appreciate it. You know, it's basically the same thing when you was in here 3-4 years ago.
He missed him. That man was wide open, right?
Expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And the control stuffs that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try to throw now. Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Here's Winston. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th, now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
After the penalty, it's Jones. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, You've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They go back to the ground. This time, Barber. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now Jones. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, Barber. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. Jameis to throw it. Forced out to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And Gay knocks this one through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Prescott. This complete to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Right here. Hey, 47.
Now Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Malik Jefferson.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start first and 10. The first down throw for Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And down he'll go at the 25. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
I told you the other day that Disturbing got the win. Yeah. You might have forgot, but yeah, I told you the other day.
When the lights come on, I think he likes natural light best.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring an extra defensive back.
The friend is... Hey, you were 3-time Super Bowl champ. Only one business back to back to back.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown,
Yeah.
Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
That's 50 in the end zone. And he'll get it
How you wife doing?
20 to the 22-yard line.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10.
Oh!
Prescott looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Yeah, right after Goldenlion86 game, well, I got to see what, it's going to be tonight regardless because Weber, I'm going to go ahead and get a win to Weber.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin White drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
You've gone plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Black 25, 30. Hey, stop. Shot 3. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Come on. Run that. Let's go.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Yeah. Playing the game.
On 3rd down, Logan, and he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. First down, Winston. And this is caught by Evans. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already got over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10, 27. From the shotgun, again to Jones. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Winston. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
6 on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's
What's up?
The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Hey, you read the message I sent you?
That time on defense just flooded the field with defensive
All right.
backs, blanketed everyone.
They won. I just had to unmute you to tell you that.
Tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th
You know,
down.
always big straight. And so.
Now Winston on 4th down. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As the Buccaneers tack on their lead.
What?
Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score defensively. How do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try the right side with Elliott. Elliott a 1st down and more. And finally brought down at the 43. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run.
Going on, Goldenlion.
What's going on, Boop?
It's a footway.
Everything all right?
Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard
Pretty good.
hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut the lead to 17.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be at work, but
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a
my
little
job,
interesting, and the kick
which I understand. And Goldenlion, this is what I mean about
in the back of the end zone.
just business and something being, you know,
Decision to bring it out as
something being real, not wearing your feelings and all that shit. I had taken the flu shot Saturday, this past Saturday, and so I was feeling kind of tired. It always happened like that with my ass and stuff. And so I texted my supervisor and told him that I would be coming in Sunday. I get to work today.
But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and
They're going to ask me what my doctor excuse at.
5 yards on the carry.
I said, for what?
a nice inside run.
You know, so then he said, well, you say you was,
A very solid gain on that play.
you was coughing. And
The 1st down run got
I said, yeah.
Here's 2nd and 4.
Everybody's coughing. And so then I just cut to the chin. I said, his name is Horace. I said, Horace, what's the problem? And that's when he told me that he needed an excuse. I had to go to the doctor and get an excuse for me to come back to work. So at first I said, in the other time, I didn't, saying like, hey, I'm called from the house, blah, 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 blah. And went back to work. But then it dawned on me. I said, oh, the coronavirus. And so I said, okay, that's no problem. So then thing about me, I don't add people, people's name is not in my phone. I just go to my, wherever I talk, even my family. I don't have nobody's name or in contact. And I couldn't, I was trying to find my doctor's number and all that, and trying to find my sister's number and all that. And so I had to go to my text. So while I was doing that, he said, well, let me go ask the manager, can you work? I said, no, that's okay. I would go to the doctor. And so they paid me the $6. I didn't want to work half the day, so they paid me for the day. And then, so I asked them, I said, well, what if I can't get an appointment today? Which I couldn't. I got one tomorrow. And I don't know about tomorrow. I said, okay. No, I don't get no occurrence. I'm okay. And so I got a doctor's appointment tomorrow at 8:40. And so then, so I called him and I let him know. So then he said, well, Phil, I want to. I said, Harvey, you know me. I'm not like them other people. This is business. And I understand it. I don't wear my feelings on my sleeve. You know that. I said, this is HEB rule now because of this virus. That's a rule that I have to deal with. And so then, and then one thing about how hard is he? Like, he always worried about. He's just the type of person that he just always worried about how somebody feels. And I told him, you're gonna always have high blood pressure. You worried about how somebody feels. All you got to do is tell them the truth. You tell somebody the truth, they take it how they want to take it. This is how it is. This is what you got to do. And if you don't want to do this, you ain't coming back to work. Simple. And oh shit, I went and got me a haircut, all that other shit, and started going to the movie. But I'm gonna go tomorrow.
I'd say maybe later in the game,
but
in the second half. Right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum.
It is what it is.
Pick it up and keep moving.
They'll run on first down. Pollard. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
I'm gonna send a message tomorrow. I'm gonna be starting a dummy franchise. The reason I'm gonna start the dummy franchise is that next week is I'm gonna send a message, but it's next week start the free agent. So if you know somebody that is not for instance, Dallas not gonna sign, and if you have if it's a X Factor player. Well, I'm going to allow y'all to move that X Factor to someone else. Your choice. But now, if you wait and that person signs with someone, Also, you know, I'm gonna let you put those points on somebody else. You know, so. But now on the other hand, if you wait to the last minute and they sign with somebody, well, then X Factor gonna go with them.
That's going to be 15 yards.
Not like I'm gonna also have like we always have a chat with that says signing free agents, and so everything will be in now. And then I ask y'all to put understand again, so can't nobody get mad about, you know, they got to lose that X factor, or why somebody else is changing their X factor when I just said it in that message. But I'm gonna send it. I'm gonna send it tonight. Well, it'll be early in the morning. A free agent starts March the 18th.
Okay.
Yeah, so next Wednesday. So whoever Dallas, like for instance, like Clowney, I'm taking that out for him. Well, he's a superstar, and so he'll be moved back down to the superstar. And but I'm gonna create the dummy league, and I'm gonna invite y'all so y'all can tell me, you know, how many points. Like say like your left tackle Goldenlion. If you gave your left tackle, when you compare those numbers to the numbers that you have now, well then you can put those numbers on somebody else.
Okay.
But anyway, it'll be in the main chat, and then it'll be explained early. But it will be, you know, our job to keep up with our own team.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything
crazy. See, just like George Gordon, I took it out from him. Well, Hellcat had taken it out.
First half going my way. I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Elsewhere, a score update from New Orleans. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now Winston escapes the sack. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Oh, that motherfucker strong.
They get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction.
The Cowboys set for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike. Easy. To throw is Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
An NFL update there in the second quarter in Baltimore. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Sacks, a running theme in this first half. This is second and long. Throwing, Prescott. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Looking for Austin. Intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he will be brought down. His time is now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Yeah,
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. They go to Elliott again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long.
54, Mike. 54, Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. We're going to 54, right here. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Ready.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
They'll go again to Jones.
Okay.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Hellcat, don't we have a chat? I move one time.
And that's probably
I take care of it.
Make that defense stand up and stop.
Oh, but I'm gonna set up. Yeah, I'm gonna set one up. But I'm a moving. What's up, school? Yeah, you got it.
On 3rd down, here comes Barber. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Yeah.
On 1st down, it's Logan. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Thank
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
That's it. And the reason why because I started putting my name in there. The reason I started asking everybody to put understand and everything, and the reason why, because now when I send a message, I address it as the friend. So by me being a player, my name is in there too. When the franchise asks, can everybody understand friend? I always be the first one. The only thing a person has to do is just go back and look. The evidence is there. And so I gave deadlines. And the first time, Dead Man and just like anytime anybody come in the party, I always say, hey, I sent the message, go read it. They'll stay in this party, they'll say, okay. Like Finesse, he'll joke about it and say, I ain't reading a goddamn thing. I just say, okay. Steve will say, well, let me go read the Bible. And, that's fine. But then when you don't go do it, or you don't put understanding down, and the deadline didn't pass, because you can always give at least 3 days to a week to at least 3 days. The reason why, depending on when I send it. If I send it on a Monday, I look at it like this. Monday, everybody don't get on. It's the birthday back at work. They got children or grandchildren. Even Tuesday, then they got a lot of homework. So Monday and Tuesday is basically the hard day. That's how I look at it. And so I give to like Sunday. But now if I send it on a Thursday, I'll say deadline Sunday, and it'll always be when I get off, like 7 p.m. Eastern. It's really like 6 o'clock my time. Now, if you choose not to read, or Steve read, whatever, that's on you. And so Sunday, I guess with the time moving an hour ahead, I don't know. I was saying the Duke was in Hellcat party, and he didn't want to put. I understand, and so he was saying, so Hellcat told everybody that was in the party, if they don't put understanding in there, well, then what I'm going to do everybody, and so, might be that. That might be mine. when they start saying about the 99 teams and my team and all of that, and then they said that Duke, then somebody said that, no, I don't like somebody. I think it was Dunzo. No, it was ASAP. So ASAP said that Duke said, so he at first he said, well, somebody said, I said, ASAP, this is how I am. If you can't tell me what someone said, I want to hear. Because I consider it either lying or you lying on them or whatever. So then he said, well, Duke said that in that 2-point trait, you had given yourself some points. That's why you had wrote what you had typed in there. And I told him Bill Finesse was talking, Green Bay was talking. So I was telling him that we all have to talk, we can only talk it one at a time. But I told him that Duke was a damn lie. And I told him that all they had told, I told them to go to the 2-point chat. And I went to the message I sent. And the message I sent, the pictures that you see of mine, is that I already had done some of them. So when you see the picture that say that's wrong, that is, so then the message comes out is that everybody needs to start checking. They need to scroll up to the top and see if we have given you points already. And if you have a picture there, you need to take a picture and put the new picture with the old picture. So then Hellcat had told him that they see Dunn in there. And so then I think Hellcat told him that all they had to do is just go and check transactions. So then the next started talking, then he was saying that don't want to put understand in there. I said the reason I have y'all put understand and done in there because how some of y'all lie. Say that you read something, then when something don't go your way, first thing you want to say is, oh, I never sent that. So that's the reason why it always have been put done or understand. So when someone come and talk to us, all I do is just go back while they talking, and I'm listening. I'm going by their name. And when I see that their name was in there, once they finish, then that's when I ask them, you go scroll up, you'll see where you put our understanding. So either you lied about reading it, then you lied about that you understood. Which one? But this is what you're getting. And so then they was talking about the points. And I told them that everybody had a chance when we did that question. That was done. So then I told them that everybody had a chance. Whoever cared to do it, did it. And whoever cared not to do it, didn't do it. Now, since they was either lazy or didn't care, or both, how can you be crying about somebody else that did care? Just like a job. It was somebody say, you ain't gonna make any more money than what you're making because you're not doing nothing but this one job. And then when raise come, how you gonna get mad with them? When there's other things that you can train on, but you don't want to do it. But you expect to get paid what the next person got paid. Or you don't want the next person to get paid. Well, it don't work like that. Then the people that was complaining, like Duke was on the verge of, now his team is, he got points, and, everybody that, like I said, that done it or either like the new players, I gave them points in 2000 to make their team, competitive. And so Sunday, the people that was complaining, dude, Finesse, K11, LeRoy, who else?
Pressure gets to him again.
I know Ben was in there. I don't know if he said anything, but anyway, the ones that was in there, they wasn't in the playoffs, and they was on the verge of missing the playoffs for a second time. Green Bay Pack was in there. So, if you go on Daddy League, you would have seen that, like, Duke was on the bubble line. K11 not even in there. But anyway, they weren't going to.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Well, Duke was seeded number 7, so he still had a chance of making the playoffs. But everybody that was in there, then they were talking about starting the franchise. So then they were saying about, like I said, when Duke started, and about telling them that, he wanted his team downgraded. And so then Duke put a message in their main chat, which I have asked everybody not to do that. And so he won't, and I know why he done it. He wanted to make a point, and which was fine. You could have made that point in that opinion chat, but he put it in the main chat. So anyway, so after he put it in the chat, but then Steve followed him. Then LeRoy followed him. And then
nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Coleman, he put it in the opinion chat, and Canada Brady said something. He put it in the opinion chat. So while I was tight, and I had told Duke that if he put another message in here, I was gonna put it. And but he already had, put the message in there by time, because I, said some other things. And so anyway, so then so Hellcat said that then LeRoy told him how we downgrade. So then that Duke said, well, I'm leaving. So then Duke said the last message. So he left. Then Skeet said, boot me. LeRoy said, boot me. K11, he just left. But anyway, those 4 left. And so that's why there's 4 new guys in there. So now, Finesse, he's leaving. And so, it is what it is. But then those messages that I just recently sent for the people that didn't know what was going on, that's why I sent those first 5 messages in the main chat, letting people know what happened. And then that's when I said that. Now, people don't tell the whole story. I don't know if y'all remember, but in 18, going into Madden 19, well, Duke and I had told him, that's when him and B was still commissioner. I had told him that I wanted to do something different because people were still, they didn't care. They still were just messing up. So I told him about, if somebody step outside the pocket, blah, 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 that you can take whatever player you want off their team. But then I told Duke that but now if they leave, that player have to give them that player back. So then that's when Duke came up with downgrading. That's how that came about. So when Madden 19 came out, I already had sent messages, and that's when we done that. And so, like the message I put in there, people lie, but then they don't say what they've done, and then like say Hellcat and the other one saying that dude was saying I was cheating. But then if I was cheating, my question, like I said in one of those 5 matches, I would have asked if I was in that party. Well, if Blue was cheating, why were you? First off, when was Blue cheating? And why did you stay this long, or why are you just speaking about it now? That's me. If you have a complaint about somebody, or you're not liking what someone is doing, don't wait till you get mad. That's just how we were brought up. Now you're mad, so now you want to tear on your brother, your sister, or whoever. So, and then in that chat, I said that Canada Brady years ago, he the one that came up with take the draft pick. Rizzo. I don't know if you remember Rizzo, but he the one that came up with years ago about playing with the team's playbook. So, we even had and Duke was one come up with about the free agents, giving up the draft picks and everything. And so, I just named some of those things that, what the franchise did, what we did. But now all of a sudden, now you're not like, well, I understand. And like Weber came late on at night talking about, oh, so they trying to start a revolution. I don't know what they were doing. But on the other hand, our rules, just like what you said earlier, whatever penalty we have given, we always have been consistent. And whoever, and I'm, it's just like how some people in life always, when people not letting them get by with things, the first thing they want to say to that person is that, oh, you changing, or you have changed. You're not like you used to be. You can say that shit. A person can say that talking to me. Or you'll hear people say, oh, you threw me on the bus. But like I tell them on my job, you never hear anybody saying, oh, I'm going to run over you. I ran over you with the bus. But everybody holler about their feelings. And so anyway, that's where they at now. And so and so this franchise gonna always stay full. This franchise gonna always stay competitive. I'm gonna always have the right people in here. You can't be for right when it's convenient for you. You have to be for right all the time, and you have to be accountable for your actions. And somebody can't be accountable for their actions when they're wrong. But in this franchise is not for them. And I don't know what they mean about the friend being back to what it used to be. That always had bothered my mind. But it's just how it is. I hate for everybody to leave. On the other hand, I understand it. My conscience is clear. I look myself in the mirror about how I talk to people, whether in here or in real life, and I sleep well. I don't, because me, I'm afraid of God. I don't know about anybody else, but me, I'm afraid of God. I don't want to go with me. And so, it is what it is. And so now, like I was saying the other day when you asked me about the LaRaw friend, but then LaRaw is LaRaw. I don't know if it's LaRaw friend or well, LaRaw got it started, but Duke is the commissioner too. And and so he had been in my group. He'd been coming in my group me and last 2 or 3 days. So today when I got on, I seen him in his party, so I had asked him. I said, Eric. Well, I sent a couple messages in there and asked somebody that was in that franchise to tell him that if ever you want to, for whatever reason he was popping in and then he leave, I don't know why. But I told him he can pop in, you don't have to pop in and stay. Doors always open. And so I told Eric to tell him that. So he said, if I want to tell him something, to say it myself. So I asked him to put me in his group meeting, and I asked him that they have a group chat. And so he said, yeah. So he put me in there. So I left a message in there, and I left a couple messages in that group meeting. And I told him that at the end, I told him that what's funny is that how they cuss each other out, we cuss each other out in here, and how they had, some of them had each other on mute. But then the good thing about it is that now they working together. And so now they're together in that franchise. And and then I told him that this ain't the first time, it won't be the last that somebody have lied on or tried to tear down this franchise. That's been going on for years since it first went on online. So I know on PlayStation 3, being now for the franchise, the reason the friends stay strong or stay running is because of the respect having 31 players with good character and truly caring about somebody and just being honest and everybody being accountable for their actions when they're wrong. And just how I was brought up. When you're wrong, you're wrong. And you don't side with someone because they're sister, brother, whatever. You for right. Well, the hardest thing to do is what's right. The easiest thing to do is what's fair. Because like my folks always said, the reason why it was hard, right was so hard to do is because you're going to have people that don't like you. They're not going to like you because of this, and that. Long as you straight. Let's see what time it is. Well, anyway, that's it.
Incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's Pollard again. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
I'm a fancy dog.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott, and that's Elliott, complete. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into 1st down and then some. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Back on and said they're gonna be at work at 8:30 tonight.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Prescott. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down. From the red zone now, Prescott. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Prescott. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Game, buddy.
54, right there, 54. Don't be scared of it.
Here's Prescott. And he's going to go down again.
And twice in a row, the quarterback goes down. This offense needs 2 scores, not giving up 2 sacks.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to get it back to a one-score game. And his kick is right there. It's good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find one to get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Jones. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now a timeout called for by the defense. As they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Yeah.
Look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd
Can you play next? If Big Baby can play now? I mean, if you can't, that's fine.
Well, hang on. Yeah. Hang on,
Incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play.
How long do those shrimp are done? An hour?
Well, you can get people time for the night. He's
in the middle of the field.
He's showing up mine. He's showing up mine.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. Back of the end zone.
I mean, but it's just,
No, it's incomplete.
Yeah, he might be, he might be tired after playing. But anyway, I'm just gonna leave y'all on this. He's central, man, so he's on our time zone too.
I invited him in there. I'm gonna see if he come up in here.
He's showing offline.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, you still can invite somebody when they're offline?
He's got to go down, keep going down, and go to the offline people, and then go down there and invite them.
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't know that.
Let it well, and it's picked.
Is him and Goldenlion still playing?
They got like a minute or so.
Hey, Big Baby. Hey, when we advance, I play you. Do you want to play later tonight? Or okay, well, I'll put it in there like 9:30 Central or something like that. Yeah, 9:30 Central.
Yeah, I left y'all. You can put it in there now. I left y'all in there.
Blue, you see that play?
Huh?
See that play?
Nah, I was sitting message.
I picked him off on fourth down. No, 3rd down. Had 8 seconds to go. Threw the Hail Mary. Caught it. Went the distance. Scored a touchdown. Kicked the extra point. Went overtime.
What? Wow.
I was down 10, so I kicked the field goal and tried the onside kick, and he kept on.
This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Cause that's why I left it. It was like 2 minutes left, and it was down by 10, and then I just said, well, let me go. I can be doing this.
Oh.
But that's I don't get over stuff like that. When Big Weber beat me like with no seconds left, oh, this shit hurt.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just to win a game. Still having to make that transition.
Oh, now, Stu, you play a project. He's on fire.
Go down and tap, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
They didn't let you back in the division race, Stu.
Leads to a 2nd and 11.
Yeah, but not that bad. Now, you never been in last. Yeah, shit. So, yeah. Yeah.
You beat me once, I beat you once. I'm good.
I figured out I beat you.
Who's that?
And then Hellcat said that bringing that up about that. Then Hellcat said that Duke said that you was tanking, and then he accused Hellcat of tanking against you. You know that.
Duke was saying that you tanked that game when I beat you. You tanked that game. That's what Duke said. And then when I played you, when I was up 24-0 on you, that I tanked that game for you to win. That's all I was asking him.
They still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as
That's what I'm. It was just mess. Like I said, you can swear at the moon. Yeah.
At the house.
It's just like I had told them.
Say what?
Like when Goldenlion was busy, he was playing his game. But then I let him know. I said never had any problems with Goldenlion, and people that I haven't had problems with. Well, then they're not going to get the same penalty that the ones that consistently mess up. They're not doing it. And they didn't like that.
Yeah.
And so, you know, because some were saying that you shouldn't have had the first round, the first pick, which you wind up not having it. But, you know, people just. And so when we didn't side with that, and then what really got mad about was that he was beating Dunzo 51-7. And Dunzo never played his game just like you don't at 12:30, you know, the next day. And so Duke said that he did it on purpose. Dunzo said that you fell asleep. I haven't had any problems with Dunzo this season, other than when he stopped outside the pocket. But Dunn do not quit on people. He didn't got blowed out plenty of times. And so that's what I told Hellcat. When I did Hellcat make that decision. But I gave him the lowdown on Dunn because I know everybody in here. Dunn don't do that. Dunn don't play that. So we're not at anybody's house. I can't. If somebody tell me that they fell asleep, I can't say that they did. Then like I had your match, Brockwood and Goldenlion game. And the winner, just like what the winner is the division loss. Well, Goldenlion left the match, Brockwood was saying how he felt in the party. And like I told you, I can't say I believe you, can't say I believe him. I have to believe both of y'all. So in believing both of y'all, the only thing I can do is let the computer decide, and the rule is any advance they get the next division lost. That's it. And so so Duke didn't like that. He wanted what's his name, first round draft kid. He just wasn't doing it. And so that's basically why all of it started. Because of it's just it's just how, like I say, it was just a lot of.
Well, the one when I beat you, that was in second week, and then the next time we played was when you beat me was in the 7th week, week 7. I don't know. That's why. I mean, I even told Duke, I said that time I was playing K11, I was up 35-7 on him, and he came back and beat me, and it took him a bit to do it, but he beat me by 3. It's just it's at times I just guessed when to blitz you, because I don't know how Blue does that shit when he plays you, but man, some of them plays you run, I don't like blitzing. Like that time you caught me when you got that first touchdown, I don't know who you threw it to. What is his name? Dorsett. He burned my corner. That's when I blitzed you. I blitzed you at the wrong time. I was like, man, we're going to play this 4-3 over plus on you. And have that guy sitting over the top back there, just in case you want to throw on them bombs again.
That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Well, it's weird. My starting D tackle that one I drafted, he's the one you're playing now. His stamina and all that shit's up high.
Go.
Like for 3 plays,
pick 6.
Beat it,
bro. Threw a pick 6 on it. He threw a pick 6. I picked it off. Ran about 85 yards. Good game.
That make it easier for me to play him going line. He's what? I think he would be 1-7 now.
But he 38 hot too, boy. He left the party before he threw that interception. I guess
yeah, he'll need a cool down from that game.
Yeah. And then before the game even started, he had different playbooks. He had 2 different playbooks. He had New England and New Orleans, New England, and the Saints. Then I said, let me see the playbook again, to make sure, because I was going to screenshot it. And then when he came back in there, he changed it. He changed it to Tampa Bay. I was going to screenshot it and start the game and say, hey, Blue.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He know the rules, and I didn't tell him, and it is what it is. Let me get Troy in here. I play Troy.
You played Troy? Shit.
Yeah.